As Joan Crawford nears the end of her life, she reflects on her life, her career, and the sacrifices that she has made. Joan interacts with versions of her younger self, examines her relationships with her daughter Christina, and even explores her lifelong rivalry with superstar Bette Davis. This original provocative play provides a matchless portrait of this complex and legendary star that goes beyond anything that Mommy Dearest could have ever touched on. That is all taking place in the Dolls' performance of The Gospel According to Joan. And joining us now is the writer of the show, as well as producer Kenneth Ann Sloan, along with the director Brad Howard. Guys, thanks for joining us this morning.
Oh, Chad.
So tell us a little bit about this show, The Gospel According to Joan. How did it come about?
Well, I've always done Joan Crawford in our Christmas shows. In fact, she was the very first character that I did when we started the Dolls. And it always was the Mommy's Dearest side of things. And I thought it would be interesting to show that other side, because there's so much more to Joan Crawford than wire hanger Joan.
Right, right. A very complex person. So, of course, you, as you said, you have a background in performing her. As the writer and in developing the show, what things did you learn about Joan Crawford while you were creating the piece?
Well, I did a lot of research on her. I've always been a big fan of hers, but while researching, you know, she started off in silent films and became a really big star, but with the advent of talkies, she became an even bigger star. What was fascinating about her is that she just had, I mean, it going on.
Yeah.
I mean, this new medium, and she was just an amazing actress. I also learned that she was a really astute businesswoman. She married Al King, the Pepsi Cola King.
Steele.
Al Steele.
And, gotcha.
Yeah. Can you edit that out?
And was really brought Pepsi to the forefront in the 60s and 70s.
Okay. So, Brad, you directed the piece. You also, from what I understand, there are 4 actors that play Joan in this piece, right?
Yes.
So tell us about the incarnation of Joan Crawford that you play.
I'm young, silent film Joan. So
Silent film Joan.
Young, pretty, promiscuous, kind of out there. Yeah.
Okay.
So I get to be the crass one in the show.
The crass one.
Yeah.
Is it difficult acting in and directing the piece? Because you kind of have to step on the stage as the actor and then pull yourself away to get the overall picture.
Somewhat. I mean, it's hard to know what you're doing up there, but thankfully I have other sets of eyes that help me. The Dolls are a family. We're a group. We work together a lot. So it's, yeah.
That's great. So they're able to tell you and sort of direct you when you're up on the stage.
Exactly.
You can't have the director's eyes on.
Let me know what it looks like. And
yeah.
Did you mean it to do it that way?
you're not really going to do it.
You're not
like
going to
that.
do it that way.
I always say that to him. I'm like, did you mean to do that?
Right? was that a mistake?
Was that
right?
intentional?
So, what can audiences expect in seeing this show when they come in? This is, if they've been to a doll show, they know it's a lot of fun. This one has a little bit more of a serious undertone. It's still a lot of fun, but has some darkness to it. Is that right?
Yes, it does. So it does have a very dark side to it, taking place on Joan's last
night alive.
But
yeah.
It still has incredible moments, like a boxing match with Bette Davis.
Really? Okay. And she had a very famous rivalry with Bette Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 big stars. And then when Joan went over to Warner Brothers studio, where Bette reigned supreme, boy, fireworks started going
ensued.
off.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about when the show is going to happen, how we can get tickets. It runs through June 1st, is that right?
Correct.
2 more weekends,
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, oxdog.com. You can get your tickets online. What else?
There you go, oxdog.com. And of course,
oxdog.com.
we will have links to that at casa.com under the Style tab. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. Oxdog is a great black box theater if you've never been there. Not a lot of seats in there, so make sure that you buy your tickets early. Otherwise, these guys are going to sell out.
Yes.
They absolutely do. They are a hot ticket in town. Thank you so much for coming in. Break legs or break heels. As we learned earlier, break some heels.
Break heels.